Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, October 28th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is the power of my life is revealed beyond the shoulds. And today we have the moon in Libra. The moon in Libra is building and taking us into the new moon, which is happening on Sunday. So this means we're in the dark of the moon. We're in this time when things start floating up to the surface, where some of the shadows start floating up to the surface. And we're already doing that because we're in Scorpio. And so it's just added energy with the dark of the moon because the moon can represent emotions and that which has been hidden. So when we get into this energy, we have an opportunity to release this old stuff before we step into the new. And this is working really powerfully with the astro we have going on today because we have two connections that will bring a little, strenuous work into the energy. So the first connection is going to be in the afternoon. That's the more difficult one, which is the moon squaring Pluto. So we know anytime Pluto's involved, there is transformation energy, and this takes us into our power. It takes us into the light and the dark. So the moon in Libra is like working on finding this balance, finding this harmony, and Pluto right now is like basically like fixated on doing the very opposite. Like moon in Libra is like, oh, I can walk this this tightrope, and Pluto in Capricorn's like, I'm gonna do this to the tightrope. So we have that coming this afternoon. But this again is like I got a big message about the shoulds today with this, and Pluto in Capricorn, that's what it's doing, is shaking up the shoulds. And the moon in Libra, a lot of this harmony, this is based on like the old paradigm shoulds, like, well, what should I be doing to make this better? What should I be doing to do this? And we're finding that we're shoulding our lives away. And it's time to come back into like, wait, what really is? What's going to serve me in this moment? What is also being worked into in this energy is also more cardinal signs. So we know these are the leaders. This is the part in us that's like, I'm just going to go headfirst in and do this and take care of it. I've got this. We have Mars in Capricorn. So again, this Capricorn energy of responsibility that I love so much. How are you showing up for you? How are you taking action in alignment with yourself? Connecting to Uranus in Aries. Uranus in Aries is retrograde, taking us deeper into our I am vibration to remember who it is that you are. And so this connection may have you feeling very impulsive. It also could have you feeling stuck if you are stuck in the shoulds. And I wrote down like what do the shoulds tell you about where you should be, who you should be, what you should be doing? If you took out the should in that, it's like, where are you? Who are you? What are you doing when you take out the shoulds? And then you can be in the moment. We have placed so many shoulds in our lives, and this is the opportunity today to say shoo to the shoulds, get it on out, and come back into the power of your life that is revealed in this now moment, not in these past shoulds. So, that being said, the morning is easy. The morning is nice, building into these things, but we may feel that, that looming energy. The moon is connecting to Jupiter in Libra, putting the attention on ourselves, putting the attention on the self-love that is happening at 10 degrees, the degree of knowing your worth, loving on yourself. The moon is connecting to Venus in Sagittarius, which is like, hey, treat yourself. That's the energy that I get from that. It's at 12 degrees, so it's a degree of expanding harmony with yourself, with your world, by opening yourself up to the world. This may be a great opportunity to also open yourself up to your inner child. What have you said, no, I shouldn't do that to my inner child? And your inner child's like, yeah, you should. You need to open that up. Although kids don't really tell you that you should do something. They're just like, I want it. The moon is also going to connect to Saturn. And Saturn in Sagittarius this is part of your responsibility to open. And this is happening at 14, which is a 5. That's a mental degree. But this could bring revelations of how you can show up for yourself. How you can show up for yourself is letting go of these old mental constructs that you have that are holding you back from your creative flow. Look, that's exactly what it is. This is the creative flow, your inner voice, creativity. This is the Empress card, and going with the flow. But we get blocked by it when we get so much in the mind and into those old paradigms. So, from the fairy tales, I have a wonderful card. I have Rapunzel, and it's the card of liberation. Uranus, that is that energy of liberation that Uranus is working with. Mars and Uranus, even though they're squaring each other, through this square, there's some energy of liberation. So we know the story of Rapunzel. She was trapped in the tower, and it says, this card is coming. It's time for you to consider whether you wish to explore the outside world, the spaces and places beyond the narrow, safe confines you have been imprisoned within. You have very little external influence. You need fresh ideas, inputs, challenges to the way you've been taught to experience and see the world. The world of the tower is behind you in your thoughts. It's up to you when you want to let your hair down and set yourself free. The meanings of this card: liberation from imprisonment, escape, relief, cut yourself free from heavy thoughts. There's that let go mind card. And negative thinking patterns, releasing attachment to your history. A lot of times our history feeds into those shoulds. Changes within your own ability to create. Fate will intervene, but you must be ready. A time of waiting is complete. Freedom from heavy thoughts and a new perspective. So Rapunzel is from the fairy tales. And then I really love the card from the Shadows and Light card, because I think this often feeds us in some of our shoulds that we get stuck in. I have Sewer Maiden. Your sensuality is beautiful. And I was like, what? What is this about? But I read it and loved it. Sewer Maiden comes in. She's here to remind you of treasures which you have made be labeled bad and perhaps pushed away, forced underneath. We have negative thoughts: too short, too tall, thighs too large, hair is not right, face isn't pretty enough. We speak to ourselves in negative ways. I should be better. I should be this. I should be doing that. All those things. And it's saying, part of you that's natural and beautiful has been influenced by thoughts and ideas of it being unworthy, unhealthy, or even dirty. So part of you has to evolve and exist, or has had to evolve and exist in a less than healthy way. It's time to clean up your act and the way you have thought of yourself. Something beautiful has been treated badly. It's now up to you to begin to reframe your ideas and thoughts. Liberation and using your mind to help yourself heal. Liberation and reminding yourself of your divinity. Liberation of the shoulds. Let this strong survivor mermaid show you how to love yourself and your appearance once again, and rise above the rubbish and stink of the negative conditioning regarding your beautiful self and unique self. You are beautiful and worth loving. This is the only truth that must be told at this time. So, get beyond the shoulds, including what you should look like, and embrace this moment now. Be here now, in your power now, because that's where your power is. That being said, I have a reading sale going on. 25-minute reading for $30. It's up on the website, GaiaBlooming.com. You can check that out, and I'll have that up before I raise my prices for next year. So, buy up now. I am going to have a package deal coming out soon, too. So if you want that, you may want to wait, but go check that out, GaiaBlooming.com, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.